Innovation, imagination, wonder. These are just some of the words used to describe Dr. Harvey Passes. Dr. Passes explores interesting people and ideas that will stimulate you. He questions the people who develop, create, and employ novel concepts in business and everyday lives. He especially loves to speak with successful people. How did they do it? How can you do it too? So let's join Dr. Harvey Passes in his quest of wonder and curiosity as we watch Dr. Harvey Passes Presents.
We're back. That's right, we're back. We're back bringing to you food and wine. One of my joys, one of my loves, especially right here on Long Island. We're blessed with great climate for growing fabulous foods, especially our great wines that we have here. But there's one thing that we're exceedingly blessed in, and that is there is a plethora of great restaurants, great foods, great chefs. A long time ago, there was, for some reason, a little exodus of fabulous chefs from Italy that came to Long Island area, and all of a sudden there's been an explosion. And Long Island had become famous for Northern Italian cuisine. This goes back maybe 30, 40 years ago. And today, it's now common knowledge that you get great dining here. One day I went out for dinner with my wife and some friends, and I'm enjoying dinner at a new restaurant to me. And the food was just sensational. It was terrific. And there was something about it that was reminiscent of something else. So I wound up speaking to the chef who was there, and one thing led to another, and this chef, it turns out, I had been to one of his previous restaurants at least 11 years ago, and we forgot that we knew each other, and we had a great evening, and the food just kept coming out. By that, they had servants putting the foods on their heads and their backs and just loading up the tables with it. I'm kidding. But the food was just so wonderful, and I pleaded with him because his recipes are incredible to come on TV and to show you just 3 of his incredible collection of recipes that he produces. So, without further ado, I want to bring to you a wonderful gentleman, a great human being. Feels like I'm giving you your obituary. Michael Zara. Michael, look at me, my friend.
How are we doing, Doctor?
It's great to see you.
Great
Terrific
to see you again.
to see you. I'm thrilled that you came here and you took some time from your busy schedule behind that hot stove. That hot
You
stove.
remember that, right?
Oh, God almighty. I was schwitzing like in a steam bath. I don't know how you do it. I don't get it. I mean, I do get it. But it's passion. It's a love. You can't stay in that kitchen when that temperature hits 100, 150, or anything in between. And, everybody in that kitchen, they're all dying. It's just incredible. And there's no air conditioning that could be good enough to handle a kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy. It's just insane.
Yeah.
But you're terrific. You're terrific.
Thank you.
You know, what I'd like to do is just take a moment talking about you and then going into the foods, because I promised our viewer that we were going to go right into your wonderful food. You were born in Sardinia?
Yes.
Tell our viewer where is Sardinia?
Well, we're
Is
born
that near
from-
Brooklyn?
No. It's an island in the Mediterranean Sea.
Right.
My
Off the
parents,
coast
they were-
of?
Coast
Mainland
of, on the west coast of Italy.
Of Italy,
You know,
right.
it's in the middle of the Mediterranean. And my parents, they were from there, but actually we lived in Genova all the time.
Right.
I went to school in Rapallo,
Right.
Culinary Institute, and then I worked in a few restaurants, and then...
So hold on back. So you had formal training?
Well, a little bit.
A little
Yeah,
bit. Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
Right.
All right, keep
and
going.
then after a few restaurants that I worked with in Liguria, I took a job on the boats. We used to do a cruise line.
Were you rowing?
Yeah.
Was that you I saw in the Blue
yes,
Grotto
sure, in the Blue Grotto,
singing?
yeah,
When I
sure.
went
With only one row, you know. We did 7 years of ICs, cruise lines, and we had the great chefs over there. We had, and we had a lot of chance to learn a lot of things from there.
Right. That's a great school.
Yeah. And then not only is a school, but you practice a lot. Sometimes, you go to school, you study in the book, and then you have to practice it.
Very little.
Very little, Instead, in here, you learn, you practice, and you learn
All the time.
automatically. Yes, And then we came to this country in about 1967. The first thing was to take the cruises from
Right.
from New York to the Caribbean islands.
Mhm.
And then one day we decided to jump the boat.
Okay. You're on TV
And,
right now.
oh,
Okay.
you know, but legally, you know.
Okay, illegal to jump the boat, right?
You
Okay.
know.
I mean, you do the
Yeah.
high dive act like
Yeah,
you're looking for
yeah.
pearls, is
Yeah,
that it?
sure, yeah.
All right. So go ahead. So you went ahead and you came onto the shore, all
Yeah.
wet and everything else.
Yeah,
right?
sure. You know. Very tired, of course, because, you know.
You were swimming, right?
Yeah. And we start to work in the restaurants in Manhattan. Some, you know, after a few years, I start to open up my own restaurants. You know.
All
And,
around. All around. You mean? I know you had some in Virginia.
Yeah, I had some in Virginia, and then in Manhattan and Long Island. All the
Long
time.
Island. Isn't
Yeah.
America a great country?
Great.
To be able to.
No better.
You can go to your heart's
Yeah.
content.
Yes.
You know, speaking about my heart's content, we're going to come back to your story because it's an interesting story, and I think you're so talented.
Yeah. Thank
What
you.
I would like to do right now is go to our first dish.
All right.
Our first dish that you're preparing as an appetizer is
It's a veal tonato. It's
Veal
a
tonato.
typical dish from Liguria. Very, very well known in
okay.
Liguria.
Now we all know what veal means,
Yes.
but what does tonato mean? That's an Italian word
Is it
for
It's a tuna sauce.
tuna
made, you know,
sauce.
tuna
So it's
sauce
veal
made
with a tuna sauce.
Yes.
And is it served hot or cold?
cold.
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 Okay. Like revenge. It's served. It's a dish that's served cold.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. You know, it's the snack of the Ligurian people, I would say. You know, it's very, very well known in the northern part of Italy.
Right. But you know
know.
what's interesting? In America, no one talks about Ligurian food.
Well,
Everybody goes Tuscany.
Yeah.
Everybody says maybe Umbria. You know.
Well, a lot of people knows Cinque Terre.
Cinque
you
Terre,
know,
that's right.
You know, there is not as many as maybe like the restaurants from the southern part of Italy, but there is a lot of Liguria restaurants.
Liguria food's
yeah,
excellent.
You know,
It's
like,
excellent. Good olive oil too.
yeah, maybe I should say it's quality and not quantity.
That's true.
You know?
No. That's
I don't-
good. That's good. You could say that. So why don't we do this? Are you ready to explain what we're going to
Yes,
see?
yes,
Okay.
ready.
So fine. All right. So first, let's roll the DVD, and we'll get a chance to see veal tonato.
Yes.
We'll get a chance, and you'll explain exactly how you make that dish, and then maybe afterwards we'll see if we can get a chance to try to even taste it possibly. So let's see if we're ready to roll it. Or there we go, veal tonato.
Okay.
So tell us now what we're doing,
All right.
and I see we've got words, veal tonato. Oh, look at that.
Here
What
we
are we
are.
looking at? What's that?
This is a roast veal, and on the side there is all the ingredients. I'm
Veal.
sorry, this is a loin of veal.
Loin
Sorry
of veal,
about that,
and
you know,
that's-
yeah. And then there is the carrots, the celery,
Onions.
the capers, onions.
And what's that?
Right. That's cloves, all right?
Cloves.
Yes.
Cloves,
That we
okay.
put it into the.
So now, okay, look at that little balloon. Okay, so now what are you sticking inside
And
the
then we put in
loin?
the cloves into the loin of veal.
So you shove it in there like they're peppercorns.
Yes. So we can boil it and then give a little taste to the veal.
Okay.
Right.
Now,
Here
look
we
at that.
are.
Bing. Now,
Okay,
you're putting that
we
in
put
boiling
yes,
water.
boiling water.
Even though it doesn't look boiling right now, it should
but
be.
It will. All right.
We did that so you could see it. Now
Okay.
you
We
put
put
in
all the ingredients.
what's that? Onions, carrots, celery.
Onion, yes.
Okay, and the water would be boiling.
Yes.
All right.
And we cook it for about an hour, hour and a half.
Oh, so you just boil it.
Yes.
Now, what's that?
Here we are.
That's the
Here
sauce
is
for the veal
ingredients.
tonato?
Yes, the ingredients for the sauce for the veal tonato.
So what was
All
that,
right?
anchovy?
That's the anchovies, tuna.
Right.
All right. You have to choose always a good tuna.
What's this? Capers.
Capers.
Right.
Yes. And mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. Okay,
Right.
good. So now you're going to make a sauce out of those
Yes.
three items.
And extra virgin olive oil. This one is a Tuscany oil. Usually always a light oil to do the sauce.
Okay, so Tuscan oil's a light oil.
Yes.
Okay, now you're putting the caper, not the caper, you're putting the anchovies
The
in.
anchovies.
Here comes
put
the
in
tuna.
the tuna.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I love this. This looks so good.
Okay. And now we put in the
Capers.
capers.
I love
Right.
capers. Oh, I love savory
Yes,
food. What's the next thing you
The
put in
next
there?
thing is the mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
Right.
Okay. Okay, and it's all
Okay.
in a food processor.
All in the food process. Now you know.
Okay, now we're going to turn the. Oh, I forgot. I left something out.
You forget the oil.
The
Now
Tuscan
we gotta put
oil.
the Tuscan oil. Yes.
Right.
All right.
Ooh, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. I mean, it looks so simple when you make it.
It's very simple, you know.
So now you're
just
running
have,
it. You're running the food processor.
yes.
And I see you adding a little bit more olive oil. Do you want to get a
Yeah.
little more water? Not
Yes,
water,
a little
liquidy?
more loose, you know,
Loose?
depends, you know. There is, when you do these recipes, you never have like 100 grams of this, 100 grams of
Now,
that.
what have you done there?
This is the veal that we cooked, and then we sliced it very thin, and now
Very
we
thin.
place the sauce on
Look
top
at the
of the
sauce on
veal.
top. Look at that.
Right.
Nice, nice.
Okay.
Oh, and what are you
We'll put a
sprinkling
little,
on top?
little parsley
A
on
little
top of
parsley,
it.
okay.
It's a little color.
Oh,
All right. And here we are.
mm.
All right.
Oh,
Okay.
boy. Mm-mm. I'm getting a mean case of the hungries,
Yeah,
Michael.
right.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, look who's over there.
All right.
Allison. Allison, could we trouble you? Could you come over here and could you bring one of those wonderful veal tornadoes? Oh, who is this nice lady?
She's my wife. She's the owner of the restaurant.
Allison.
She's the front runner.
Oh,
You know?
piacere. This looks so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. And what wine would go with this?
In here, usually use a Ligurian wine or even Piedmont wines. We have a nice Chardonnay from Piedmont.
Ah.
Usually, a nice young wine, a crispy wine, it goes very, very well. Not too fruity and not too dry.
That's like me.
You know?
I'm not too fruity and I'm not too dry. That's perfect.
You know?
Okay, so let's see this now. Now, it's interesting. I normally don't run to a Chardonnay from Italy. I just don't think of it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's check this out.
Right.
No, actually, let's try the dish first.
Yes.
Try
Okay.
the dish. Now it's cut very thin, like it's a carpaccio.
Yes. Sliced very, very thin. And you place the tuna sauce.
Smells good. Mm-mm. Oh.
All right. We try.
Forget it. You take over the show.
Yeah. All right.
Unbelievable. It melts in your mouth.
Yes.
Not in your hand. No, it melts
No.
in your mouth. It melts in your mouth. It's amazing.
It's not a strong dish. It's a mild dish,
This must be a big
yeah.
winner.
Right. We sell a lot of them.
Now, this wine is very floral.
Yeah.
Very perfumey, the Chardonnay.
Yeah. It's, as I say, it's not too fruity. It's the
Ooh.
Chardonnay from Piemonte. Usually a Cinque Terre wine will be very, very good in there,
Oh. I want you to try this with that
Thank you.
wine. That is absolutely an amazing dish. And try it with that wine, Michael. It's unbelievable. I'm getting all choked up here.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful. Oh, and I do have a question to ask you, but I want you to swallow before I ask you the question because you'll
right.
choke. And I don't want you choking.
No.
I love you dressed as a chef,
Mm-hmm.
but your name is Michael. What? You're not Irish.
No.
It says on your shirt, "Oh, Michael."
Well, that's a love story, I can tell you.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
oh,
I'm kidding.
Michael.
Yeah. Only kidding.
Oh, Michael. I couldn't resist that one.
Yeah.
How do you come up with these recipes? How do you do this?
These
You're
are-
lying in bed, you scream out, "Oh,
No.
Michael." I mean, what do you do?
No, these are very traditional dishes. You go to the region like in Liguria, you pick up the best dishes and you
You improve upon it.
yes. But there is no. These are, as I say, they are regional dishes, and we stay with the regional dishes, and even at the restaurant.
So it's typical. It
Yes.
typifies.
Yes, there is no. Not that just put it together. If you look in any recipe, in any cookbook, it will tell you what veal tonato is. Just, in the restaurant we are a coastal cuisine. So we go on the coastal and we have the dishes from the coastal cuisine.
I love coastal cuisine. You can do so much with it. You don't have to stick with just, heavy-duty Umbrian or Tuscan food.
No.
That you need
So mixed.
You need to have Lipitor with it.
Yes.
But you can have wonderful fish.
Yes.
You can have. You can have your veal. You can have your meat. But now you open up all the. How do you say abbondanza?
Abbondanza.
Of the mare, la mer, the sea.
The sea, frutti di mare, sì.
Frutti di
You
mare,
sì.
which is absolutely terrific. This wine goes just beautifully with the dish, absolutely beautifully. I would like to now move on to the next dish. What is the next dish? I'd like something that's a little bit more substantial now.
Okay.
This whetted my appetite.
Okay.
It got me hungry now for something with, a little more oomph.
All right. Okay.
What could we have that I could have oomph?
Okay. Wait.
Tell me, what's it called?
Maloredus alla campidanese.
Say that slower.
Maloredus
Maloredus, which means?
Maloredus is a type of pasta. Sardinian pasta.
Okay,
right?
Sardinian pasta.
And Campidanese is the style that
From where? Campania?
a section. No,
What's Campidanese?
Campidanese is a section. You know, let's say like
Like a town?
like a town, like a section of Sardinia. Let's say like New York City, and then you have Manhattan, Queens, you know, like that. Campidanese in the southern part of Sardinia.
Okay.
Right?
So we're going to see something that would be typical of that region, of
Yes.
the flavors
Yes.
that's used.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, crew, let's run the DVD and let's take a look at this fabulous dish where you'll see the title on the screen and you'll read it again to everyone so they can see what's going on here. And here we go. What is that?
This is Malloreddus con salsa campidanese.
Okay, gesundheit.
Right.
All right. Now, this is a pasta dish. You'll tell us what's in that. Oh, look at that. I like that. What's in that now? What have we got?
In here we have the pork, loin of pork.
Right.
You have celeries, and we have sage and rosemary,
I love sage. Yeah.
and we have carrots,
Right. Okay.
carrots, and then we have Sardinian sausage. A little bit. Oh, these are onions.
Onions.
All right.
Then you've got the sausage.
And then we got the sausage.
Okay.
Sorry. All right.
I love Sardinian
This
sausage.
is spicy sausage.
Yeah,
a
but
little
not
bit.
killer, but
No
not killer.
killer. No, just a little
Now,
bit. You know.
what are we doing? What's in that?
This is the sauce now is made. It's like a bolognese with all the ingredients that we had.
Right.
We made a sauce. In here we have pecorino Sardinian cheese.
That's sheep cheese.
Sheep cheese. Yes.
That's grated.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
And then we have what's next after
Next
that?
one is the pasta, the
Upside down-
Malloreddus.
upside down pasta.
Upside down pasta. Yes.
Okay,
All right.
that's good.
So
Now you've already boiled the pasta.
Yes. You know, we cook the pasta.
Right.
And we pour it into the pan which we have already the ragu made.
So you took all the
right?
meat and everything
Yes,
else and heated it up.
Yes, all right.
Put all the vegetables in it.
Okay. Now we add a
Oh.
little sausage in
The
there.
sausage in it. Oh, I could use cheese right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes,
look at
yes.
that.
A little pecorino cheese in
Oh,
there.
I love pecorino.
You know, all right. And the fresh one is much better than the aged one. You know.
Look at this.
And here
Oh,
we have-
am I getting hungry?
All right.
Oh, you're killing me. It's murder. Oh, look at the sauce on that. Oh,
All
God.
right.
Let's sprinkle a little cheese on it. Now the old
A little sausage on top.
sausage.
Okay.
Ay. Oh, God, I love this kind of dining. Look how
Here we
pretty
are.
that looks on the table. Man, the only one thing that would look better if that was on the table in front of me.
Oh, that's funny. You know.
So see if we
and,
can do that.
Yes.
Okay, Allison, can I trouble you that maybe we could try one of those? Oh, does that look good? Molti grazie, molti grazie. Oh, she's so sweet.
Yeah.
She's a doll, terrific. Okay, so now, let's see. I'm going to try this. And what wine do you have to go with
Okay, in
this?
here we're gonna try. This one is
Corvina.
Corvina.
From
Corvina
Verona?
from Verona. I choose this one because it's very mild. Usually, you know, it's a good Canonan from Sardinia. You
Right.
know, they are light wines. They're not very, very heavy wines. You know.
Right.
This one is a medium body wine.
Good nose, though.
This one
nose.
is Corvina is one of the grapes that they use to make the Amarones.
I love Amarone. I love it. I love that. But this is so this is the name of the grape.
Yes, the
from
name of the grape
Verona,
from
and
Verona.
it's 100% Corvina.
Yes, 100% Corvina.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's great. That's
You
great.
should
Okay,
make-
let's
You taste the pasta.
Ah, heaven,
Heaven.
on heaven. And I like the pasta. A design like that. How do they get the design like that? Somebody's fingernails? Or something? How do they do that?
Thing. Well, they have a special machine, or by hand they do it. You know, by hand it's too tiny to be made by hand. You
Let
know,
me
but
see.
they do it. Before they used to do by hand.
Let me see if I can get a
Because,
close up of
yeah.
this.
they're a little raw, very tough.
Let's see if we can get
Yeah, okay.
it. I can't believe you can get a close up of
Yeah.
this. Look at this pasta.
It's like a mini fusilli.
I know how close you can get
Yeah.
in there.
You know?
Little, you see all the little lines in it?
Yeah.
And it's amazing how they do that. They got some little old lady with tiny fingers.
Yeah, what they do, I remember
Thank
if. yeah.
Try this. Let me see
Thank
with
you.
the wine. Oh, it's got a
All
good
right.
nose. Beautiful nose. Very fruity, floral nose. And there's also a little bit of violets in this. And some blackberry. Oh, yeah. You're right. A heavy wine with this would kind of overpower it.
Yeah. Instead, the medium wine, it's very, very. You can taste the pasta and you can taste the wine.
Many
Stays with you.
Americans, when they get into wine, they immediately say, "Oh, I've got to have that biggest, heaviest wine," and then when they eat the food, all of a sudden they don't realize it. They're not tasting the food.
Yeah, but not only the Americans.
A lot of people do that throughout the world.
Yeah,
Well, you travel
And
more
that's
than I do, so you know, because you also you import food.
Yeah. But the Americans nowadays is not like before. They know the food. They know the food. They know the wine.
It's because of people like you who leave the ship. You come here and teach us.
Well, whatever, I don't want to blame myself, but I think they are nice. They're nice people.
You
They're
should
not...
take the blame.
Yeah, yeah.
You should take the blame. It's because of you that I'm gaining weight.
All
I
right.
fix you. Get you in a dental chair.
Yeah, oh my God. Again, all right?
No, this is a wonderful dish. And again, is this typical of the region, Capitanese?
Yes, Capitanese, all the Maloreros come from Sardinia. Even though a lot of other companies in the north part of Italy, they try to imitate them, but I think the flour that grows in Sardinia is no other place.
That gives it the uniqueness.
The unique, yes, taste.
Because there is a unique quality to the pasta.
Yes, yes.
And when this is cooked al dente.
Al dente, sure.
Oh my God.
This is, it's a nice, very, very nice dish.
There's substance to the pasta.
Yes.
And it can hold on to the sauce beautifully.
If you ever go to Sardinia, don't you have to try it. Don't miss it.
When are we going?
Yeah, anytime.
I'll go. Let's finish up. Let's eat. Let's get on a plane.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go. I'll bring the wine.
I call the private jet.
You call the private jet.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me. Okay. Now look, you've been teasing me. Now I would like to finish with a big entree. Okay. I want a dish that's going to make the hair on my nose grow. I want something that's powerful and that's yet I want seafood.
Okay.
Do you have something in mind?
Yes.
What?
Okay. We did Liguria up north. We did Sardinia a little bit in the middle. Now we're going to go southern. All right?
Where are we going to go?
We're going to go to Campania region.
Campania.
All right?
Ooh.
We're going to make a nice ciopino alla positano.
What does ciopino mean?
Ciopino is a seafood platter. That is
frutti di mare.
Yes, frutti di mare.
Okay.
Alla positano.
Okay, like in the Positano area, the town
Yes.
on the Amalfi Coast. There.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds good. So, can we roll the DVD and see this ciopino alla positano? There we go. Okay.
Here we are.
Now tell me what we're eating now.
Now in
What are you
here
making?
we have sea scallops.
We got clams.
Yes,
we got
clams.
scallops.
All right.
What's next? We got
New Zealand mussels.
Oh, I love the New Zealand mussels. They're fat and big.
Yeah.
They're good.
And these are jumbo shrimps.
Jumbo shrimps, an oxymoron here. Okay, jumbo shrimp. Hey, okay.
In here we have a half or 2.5 pound lobster.
Biggie.
Half of it.
Biggie.
Nice size.
Beautiful. And what else you putting in there? Ooh.
In here we have the calamari.
Oh, I love calamari.
Squid. Right.
I love it. I love it.
And this one are chopped plum tomatoes.
Looks like
And
some basil.
fresh basil there.
Right? Okay. And what do you
Yeah,
have there?
garlic, a little touch of Italian taste.
Right?
A little garlic.
Right. Sounds good to me. And what do you got? 2 bottles of what? What's that?
In here we have white wine and extra virgin olive oil.
Okay. That's fine. So now we're going to get a chance to see how you combine all of this.
Yes. And
this
this is the flour,
the flour
that
right.
we're going to use to coat the seafood.
Okay. So
Here
in
we
the
are.
pan, you're putting olive
I
oil.
need extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
Try to use a light extra virgin
Light
olive oil.
virgin, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
In here we have the garlic.
Okay.
We let the garlic cook a little bit.
Right.
And then we're going to coat the lobster with flour and we
You
place
put
it
the
in
meat
the pan.
area.
Yes, in the meat area.
Right,
Yes.
with a little bit of flour.
Okay.
Now you're putting the rest in the pot, the pan. Okay, next we got
the calamari.
Okay. Move over, guys. Calamari's coming in.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, who else is coming in? Join us for a little
Now
seafood.
over here we have the mussels, the New Zealand mussels.
Oh, they travel
You
the
can
long
even
distance.
use black mussels. In Italy they're very, very good.
Yes.
In here, we use New Zealand mussels. These one are clams, little necks.
Little necks.
If you can, not
From little neck.
Yes.
No, okay, yeah.
Definitely. Not to use the big chowder neck,
Right.
because.
And who do we got next? Oh,
In here we have the scallops.
we got big
Right.
fatty ones.
Sea scallops, yes, the big one, the dry. Right.
What have you got next?
And next we have the jumbo shrimp.
Right.
And the plum tomatoes.
Right.
Okay, and then A little basil.
Right.
All over. Okay, like that. And we let it cook for about 25 minutes, something like that. 20
Right.
minutes, you know. We put some white wine, special white wine. Okay.
What do you got next?
We let it cook now. A few minutes, and here what it looks like when it's cooking. All right.
Oh,
And
look at that
we're
dish.
gonna
Does that look
place
good
it in
to
the
eat?
dish
Oh,
now.
boy.
All right.
Oh, boy. That looks good.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy, look, your hand is getting all excited there all
Yeah.
of a sudden. It's like you're all of a sudden developing a little bit of palsy there. I don't know what's going on here with that. But we got a little problem. You probably need some more chipino for that.
Yeah.
All right. Boy, oh, boy. Now I got some more sauce pretty in that pot.
Yes.
Oh, that looks
Put
good.
everything on top like that.
That looks good. Oh, look at that guy saying,
And
help
it's
me.
finished. All right.
He's done.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That looks like that is a great dish. Great dish. Allison, I see you've got one of those hanging around. Bring it over here, please. And you need to have a derrick to carry this plate. This is murder. Look at this. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. This is a darling dish. Hello, fish. This looks fabulous. Let's taste this. And you know what? This looks great. Oh, my God. That's fantastic.
With this one, we have Greco di Tufo from Campania.
Tell us about
Which
Greco di
is-
Tufo.
Greco di Tufo is one of the leading wines in Campania. I mean, to my taste, it's very, very good. You know, I like better than any other wines that is in Campania.
Very
It's
intense
not-
white.
Yes. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Oh, it
It's
goes
a
great
little,
with it.
yes. It's
Flavor
a,
stands
it's a
up.
little fruity, and it goes well with the seafood.
Oh, you taste
Oh,
that
yeah.
with that Greco di Tufo.
All right.
My God, you get a hernia lifting that plate. That's an
Thank
amazing
you.
dish.
You know,
That's incredible.
all
The
right.
scallop will be just phenomenal with this.
Mhm.
Oh, boy. Oh, the wine has some beautiful, intense, aromatic flavor.
Yeah.
And stands up to the sauce.
When you have this dish, you should go with southern wines. Really, they're very
Bold.
flavor wines. Yes.
That
you know.
bold, all that heat from the sun just gives you so much sugar.
Yes.
It's
goes
just
very
fantastic.
Yeah.
We got about a minute left.
good. All right.
This was a great dish. I thank you so much for preparing
Thank you.
it and for bringing it down. Thank you so much. Very fast, in 30 seconds, what should people look for to know that they're going into a good quality restaurant? A tip.
A tip when you walk in, you know, the
How do you know?
surrounding is very nice. The first impression of the restaurant when you walk in, you
Right.
know, who greets you at the door, you know,
Are they friendly?
how
Are they
friendly,
welcoming,
they're
hospitable?
welcoming, or you know, all. I think that's the most important is the greeting at you when they walk in,
Right.
you walk in,
Right.
and from there you know what kind of food you're gonna have and what kind of service you're gonna have.
Right.
You know,
It's terrific.
Mhm.
Your food is just terrific. I love it. You can cook for me anytime.
Anytime.
You promise?
Yes, promise.
Okay,
As
we're gonna
long
go
you
to.
bring
we're
your
gonna
wife.
Go, I'll bring my wife. Whose wife? Oh, my wife.
Very
And
well, yeah.
also,
My wife is there already. So.
I'd love to go to Sardinia with you.
All right.
I would love to go to Sardinia.
Maybe
with
one
you.
day. You
That
know.
would be terrific.
Right.
Put it there, Michael. Oh, Michael.
Yes.
Oh, Michael.
Oh, Michael.
That's what people say when they taste
Yeah.
your cooking.
All right.
Oh, Michael.
Oh, Michael.
Thank you so much for taking the time and explaining great cooking, great cuisine, reflective of the coastline of Italy, and with these wonderful, great wines to augment the flavor.
Thank you.
You're a
Dr.
terrific guest. You'll come back
It
and
was a
talk to me
pleasure.
about olive oils?
Yes.
Okay,
All
we'll
right.
hold you to it.
Thank you.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got a chance to see great foods. And we got to run right now. We got a lot of food to eat. So, Dr. Pass is always saying, whatever you do, do it with passion. See you again next time.